In the southwestern corner of the world of Mirabellis, beneath the third hottest of her suns, lies the Outlands, a hostile territory of outlaws and curses. And yet, among the unforgiving sands, there's mystery, treasure, perhaps most importantly, freedom. It's these temptations that bring folks of all kinds to the Outlands. Want to meet a few? Well then, how's about a little roll call?
I'm Ben Pimental, and I play Alden Ambergris, a man with as many secrets as coins in his pouch.
I'm Gurkowski, and I play Percival Wynnemark. I don't try to be the best, it just keeps happening.
I'm S.J. Nelson, and I play Madge Smalls. All I really have is a ladle and a dream, and some visions.
I'm Shaylee Bowman, and I play Kaia Vaeloris, wrestling with fury and blood, trying to master the storm inside her.
I'm Patrick Holt, and I play Twig. I may have a bit of an attitude, so don't poke the bear.
I'm Stone Mountain, and I play Zero. And I'm just a guy. Normal guy. No magic here. No, sir. Don't worry about it.
And pulling the strings is the game master. It's me, JP Coletta. So, let's jump into this episode of Roll Call. When we last left our heroes in France, having arrived at Duskreth, there was a kerfuffle. Y'all ended up in your first combat of the campaign, fighting against people who identified themselves as the Rustbrand Outlaw Gang. You made pretty quick work of them in Elbow's bar, while Elbow cowered behind the bar, and while someone else here cowered behind the bar. You know,
I think we all
some
helped
people
equally. We all did a really good job.
It's nothing we're not used to, honestly.
Yeah. Sure. However, you also met another local who has sort of tagged along with your adventuring party, named Kaia, who pretty much had a very grand entrance, splitting skulls almost instantly with apparently the best weapon in the game, the Great Axe. Now, after that, there was a massive explosion in the direction that Kaia identified as the Waterworks. Running up to there, you saw that there were some Rustbrands escaping through a hole in the wall that was created by this sort of like, what looks like ash bomb that some of you seem to recognize the fallout of. And just then, the leader of this town, Caelen Drosk, a little gnome artificer with winged boots, came flying down to greet you, and used his monocle to make a few predictions. But while he was talking to you, an invisible voice came out and identified himself as Silas, and seemed to taunt Caelen and taunt yourselves with a vial that he was stealing. However, to prevent Caelen from following him, he also revealed that he had stolen something called a regulator coil and disappeared. And as he disappeared, suddenly there was the hiss of steam and the whirring of engines from within these giant cylindrical compressors right by you. And suddenly, as a steam just jets out of one of the loose bolts, Caelen looks in fear. I'm gonna need y'all to roll initiative. Because where we begin is you're gonna be fighting something a little different today. You're gonna be fighting the environment. So the way this combat is gonna work is at the beginning of each round, I will have one of you roll a D100 for me, and that'll determine what you're contending with this round. Caelen has to fix this, or things are not going to go well for us. Caelen gets 2 actions per turn. You guys only have 1. Caelen needs two successful fix checks against each of the 3 compressors to fix them. and you have 10 rounds with which to do so. Sounds simple enough, however, there will be things getting in Caelen's way that you will have to circumvent. So, with that, can I get your initiatives, please?
Quick question.
Starting with Kaia. Yeah.
Am I still drunk level 2?
I don't know how else to tell this to you, buddy. Have you had a long rest?
No.
Well,
no, I
Yeah,
have not.
that'll do it.
then I think you have your answer, mon frere.
Great. I love rolling with 2 dice.
Yeah, the more
Well,
dice, the more fun.
You might still have a higher initiative than Kaia. That'll be a 4.
That's no fun. Madge.
8.
8, okay.
Guys.
Percival.
20.
Hey!
Absolutely 20, okay. I'm gonna save you for last. 0.
A 26.
Holy shit, okay.
I know.
He's gonna go hide so quickly.
Hey, maybe.
Okay, who am I missing? Oh yeah, Percival.
20.
Oh, I already got yours. Sorry.
Yep.
So just Alden then.
8.
Big.
Twig has a 9.
Wait, hold on. We got a 26 and a 20, and then everyone else is below 10.
Damn it.
Can I?
Damn.
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Madge and Ben. Which one of you has a higher dex?
15.
11.
All right. Great. So in order, we have 0, followed by Percival, followed by Twig, followed by Alden, followed by Madge, followed, last but certainly not least, by Kaia. And to clarify a bit about the way this is going to work, the environment will always go first, and Caelen will always go last. And the results of the environment will always resolve themselves on Caelen's turn. So you have until the beginning of Caelen's turn to prevent the effect from affecting Caelen's turn, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. We only have one action, no bonus action or movement, right? Or we have movement, I assume.
Yes, this is just like a combat situation. So you have an action, a bonus action, movement. And you do have free object interactions, although some of these object interactions might require a check, and anything requiring a check will, in fact, become an action.
And just to confirm, flirting is a free action, right? Just to establish this.
I
Caelen
suppose
seems fun to talk to, so...
This is canonically, we need to establish if flirting is a free action. It depends on which table you're at. It really
flirting
does.
is a free action, persuasion is not. You'll see what I mean.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Wait.
All right.
He's not into me?
That's not... All right. So, with that... I'll let Ben do it, since he loves a D100. Why don't you roll us our first D100?
Alright, here we go.
Roll good.
Click clacks for the clips.
84.
84. Ooh-wee, I love a D100 table. Fascinating way to start. So...
Hey,
Don't like that.
So,
Yeah.
as you're looking up at these structures, and Caelen shouts, "Oh God! Somebody help!" And he starts flying immediately towards the primary condenser, the largest towards the east side of the waterworks. And as he's flying up there, and the rattling begins and the steam is flying out, suddenly the rattling gets too much, and you watch as on the backside, a cooling agent that has been hanging from some scaffolding, an industrial fan that's sort of the size of like a one of those fans on the back of a swamp boat, suddenly rattles off and it loses its footing and it falls to the ground. However, it's still hooked up from the wire and it begins blowing the sands at many miles an hour all around us, kicking up this dust storm. I'm going to need each and every one of you to make a Constitution save. Kaia.
I got a 19 that
A
time.
19, that's pretty good. Okay. We got a success. Madge.
9.
9, we got a fail. Percival.
17.
We got a success. 0.
Also 19.
We got a success. Alden.
So here's the thing. It's gonna be a nat 1. Yeah.
A natural 1. So we have one failure and a critical failure, which is different in this situation.
Because Chernobyl.
Oh my God.
Twig will counteract that with a very filthy sandy 20.
A filthy sandy 20. All right. That is also a success. Now, so, something happens to each of you, I will say, but to lesser extents. For all of you who succeeded upon this initial success, you manage to close your eyes and you manage to walk your way outside of its main sphere of influence. It is still obscured and you cannot see the fan, but you are not blinded and you have somewhat of a semblance of where all the towers are, because you can see on the outside of the cloud of dust. My normal failure, Madge, you unfortunately were not able to close your eyes in time, so your eyes got stung. You are now blinded for 1 round, and you are in the middle of this. You now have the blinded condition. Alden!
Hit me. What you got?
On a critical failure, you now receive the blinded condition until you are able to find your way out of this dust. And the dust is considered difficult terrain for you.
You got sand in your pants, bro.
So... And the best part is, you have no idea how big... You don't know... You literally have no idea where you are any direction. You can make survival checks, but they will be at disadvantage. Anyway, have fun with that. So, as that happens, Caelen calls down to you all. I can't see a blasted thing. Quickly, you have to find the fan, turn it off, and redirect the sands before it's too late. And with that, we will start at the top of our round with 0.
Ah! Okay. 0 doesn't like this at all, but he will try to find the fan.
Yep,
And turn it off.
That'll be a survival check.
Oh no. Oh no. An okay roll on the die, but I don't think I'm good at survival. So an 11 plus 0.
Appropriate number. So, as you sort of recoil back from these sands and you wipe it out of your eye, and you're able to see this massive shifting storm that makes these cylinders look like shadows and lumbering ones at that in the distance, you sort of start making a perimeter and looking around, but it is so dense that you can't see a damn thing. So, unfortunately, that is your action.
Definitely. What bonus actions do I have? Oh no, we can't do any of those. Great. Yeah, I will. I think that's my turn. I use some of my movement. I guess if I do some of my music movement in this perimeter and can't find it, I'll try to move towards where I hear Caelen's voice.
Caelen's voice? Yeah. So that's
try to just keep pace a bit.
Absolutely. So you move a little bit more in towards them, which is the southern direction, towards southeast. Great. All right. And that's your turn?
Yeah.
Percival, what you got?
I guess I'm going to try the same thing. So survival check. I'm
Go ahead.
Also super great at those. Oh, okay, wait. That's 16 plus 0.
16 plus 0. That's the DC we were looking for. So, Percival, you are able to... Your eyes are a bit special. So you are able to sort of peer... As you wipe the sands out of your eyes and you find focus, even though the sand is whirling in this like tornado-like fashion, you're able to actually use the patterns of where the sand catches on things to sort of make out the shapes of things. And recalling what it looked like, you're able to see where the nexus of the storm is. You're able to sort of see the blades whirring. And you get the sense that it's about 60 feet away from you, just behind the area that is between the first two condensers.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my full movement, so 30 feet, to get halfway there. And I'm also going to yell out, "Hey guys, it's right there!" And I'm going to
And you're
point in the
stepping
direction.
and you're stepping into the sands to do that?
Is there a way around it without taking like absurd amount of...
There is a way. So you could go all the way around to the back, and you would still enter the sands for a moment in order to turn it off. But I will say that would take you about like 150 feet of movement to go around everything, whereas it's a 60 feet of movement straight shot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run back into the sand then.
Okay.
So it's not 4 rounds. Or 3 rounds, I guess.
So I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw as you do so.
That's gonna be 21.
21. Success. You are not blinded, although everything is heavily obscured, and you know the direction you're walking, as it just sort of like beats against your face and begins to like almost lacerate you with sand. But yeah, you're about halfway there.
I guess in that case, Percival's, instead of gonna, in the clean way, he's gonna yell, "Hey guys, it's right there!" As he gets blasted with a mouthful of sand.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, we move on to Twig. Twig?
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Trying to focus my mouse. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to attack this industrial fan with a spell, that'd be bad? Or would that be good?
I would say that he told you to turn off the fan.
He doesn't want the fan on.
He doesn't want the fan. The fan is making the sandstorm, yeah.
Got it. I will keep that in mind. First... Please.
It's certainly not a cheap object. It's certainly not easy for him to just come by the materials to make it. But he doesn't want it on now.
Twig wouldn't really care about that, I don't think. But I will take that in mind. I will use that information maybe to my advantage later. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Longstrider on myself. And then I'm going to take off after Percival in the same direction. I think could I kind of skirt the edge of the circle of dust?
I would say you can skirt the edge of the circle of dust to a certain extent, but after a certain amount of movement, you will have to cut in.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't want to get into the dust. I do want to get directly across from the fan as close as I can get to it without entering the dust.
I would say that would put you... I'll give you that there's an angle you could get at it and be like 50 feet from it using 30 feet of movement. You could
How much could I get closer with 40 feet of movement, which I have?
Not... Well... Interesting.
Not without entering the
sand, because then you won't have a clear shot.
Yeah, I'd rather not enter the sand. I'll just use less of the movement, and then I'll keep hold of that in case I need it. But that... Let me see. Bonus action? I don't think I... Nah, that's good. I will end my turn with that.
Okay. Heck yeah. That takes us to... Alden. How are you doing?
Not great. So, Alden's just kind of looking around, feeling for things. So that survival check you mentioned, is that for getting a sense of my surroundings? Is that for anything in particular in your mind?
You mean what survival check? Sorry.
When you gave me the laundry list of things that happened because I rolled terribly, you mentioned
right.
specifically a survival check.
You will need to make a survival check in order to ascertain where you are and attempt to move, so that you know the direction in which you are moving.
Okay, sweet. So, sweet. I'm gonna do that. Ooh, okay. Rolling at disadvantage, doing well for once. That's gonna be a 19.
A 19. That will do it. So you are blinded and in serious pain and drunk, and don't know which way is up. But you do manage to hear Caelen's voice and Percival's voice. So, using that to orient yourself, you can at least imagine the direction in which the condensers are, and you can imagine the direction in which Percival is. So those are the two directions you can choose to travel either. And I would say, since you're an intelligent guy, you'd be able to glean that away from Caelen is out of the sand, and towards Caelen is deeper into the sand.
And Caelen is near the condensers. Would Percival be at about 90 degrees? So, if the condensers are north of me, or at my 12 o'clock, where would Percival be?
I would say that makes if you're at if it's at 12 o'clock, Percival and you're at, that would put you at 6 o'clock and Percival at 3 o'clock. If that, or no, 9 o'clock. I know how clocks work. Oh my god.
I mean,
you're at 3 o'clock. You're at 3 o'clock. He's at 9 o'clock. I get it.
I mean, in relation to me, if I'm facing my 12 o'clock.
I think he's the middle.
He's in the middle. If he's looking at the directions, he's in the middle. He's not any number.
Yeah.
We're talking analog clock, not digital clock.
If that's your clock, if that's your 12
I am in the
oh my
middle.
god, this is so confusing.
If I'm facing the condensers and they are at 12 o'clock, where on the
Percival's
circle around
at
me
10.
would Okay.
10.
So he's in front of me.
A little bit.
Okay, cool. So then, could I...
Anyone listening to this, I'm so sorry.
Now we got to keep all that in.
We're really
My brain just hurts a
This
little
is
bit.
instantly going into downtime. This is big downtime energy. Oh my god.
So, I would like to move towards, in that case, I would like to move, like, almost behind Percival to, like, my 9 o'clock. Like, just start moving directly in that direction.
Okay, yeah.
And since it's difficult terrain, I can get about, well, did that survival check take my action?
No. That won't take your action.
Then, if I dash, using my action, would I be able to use, with 30 feet, would I be able to get out of the sand?
With 30 feet, you could get...
Directly to the side?
Yeah, you could, actually.
Sweet. Then, how far am I at this point from Caelen? Am I 30 feet? Or is he within 30 feet?
Yeah, just about 30, I'd say.
I don't know if this is going to be of any use this round, but I want to give him... Or actually... Yeah, I'm going to give... Actually, I'm going to give Kaia the help action. If I can see Kaia. Can I?
Oh, your dash was cunning action? Sorry.
My dash was action. I can bonus action help.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mastermind roll.
Mastermind, baby.
Okay, great. So, yeah, you can give... You said Kaia?
Yeah, if I can see her. Because I think I have to be able to... Or it says see or hear you.
I would give...
So if I can... So actually, if she can see or hear me, wherever she is, then I'd be able to give the help action.
I will allow it, but on her turn, I'm going to need you to describe how you complete the help action.
Beautiful.
When we get to what it is. Okay. Great. Is that your turn?
That is all I got, yeah.
Okay. That would put us at... Madge!
Oh, rats, I can't see shit right now. All right. Can Madge use, like, her senses to try to hear people as well and try to get out of the sandstorm?
You certainly may. And yours will be a flat roll.
Great. And what do I roll for that?
Survival, please.
All right. Where's my survival? There it is. Okay. That's a 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Madge, this fan is very, very loud. And not only that, but it is literally like sending grains of sand into your ear canal. It is hard to make out anything. You can hear voices and shouting, but it's hard to hear anything over the...
Oh, rats, where are you guys at? My 7:30 or my 4:15? I don't know where y'all at. I'm trying to find you, but I'm just going circles right now. I'll tell you what. I'll stay here, I guess. All right. I mean, I'm just spinning in circles.
I feel both attacked and honored by your work. Anyway,
and that'll be my turn.
Are we gonna die?
Yes.
No, this is all part of the epic comeback. Don't worry. You gotta start down so that the rise is higher.
We died to a fan in episode 3.
Okay.
There was a moment...
That...
Never mind.
Sorry.
Downtime.
We simply have to move on. We're only on round 1. And that leaves, certainly last but not least, Kaia.
I guess I'm not getting the help action. Oh!
He
Okay,
appeared.
good.
Oh, sorry. I was writing down that thought, so I remembered to bring it up during the downtime.
That's okay.
So you hear through the sands. JP, really quick, can you just say a little something as Caelen for me?
I can't see a bloody thing in here. Turn off the fan.
All right. So through the sand you hear, Kaia! Follow the sound of my voice! I need your help! Using Master of Intrigue, I mimic Caelen's speech pattern and accent because I've listened to him speak for at least a minute.
Bravo. Well, that inspires you enough to get what's the word I'm looking for? Advantage
Locked
on
in.
any locked in.
I'm locked in. Kaya's locked in.
Advantageously.
Where is she locked in? That was the question. So, okay. I got. It's a Constitution saving throw when I enter the sands. Is that my action? Like if I choose to go back into that?
No. That's a save. Checks are, unless it's like something like that survival check is just something I do anyway in combat. So
Okay. Amazing. I just wanted to double check so I could thoroughly do my thing. Okay, I think Kaya's gonna think that it's Caelen. I don't think she's gonna. No, that's a lie. She's like, I'm coming. I'll be there in a second. And she's just gonna do her charge into the sands as fast as possible. I think I'm gonna move just 30 feet.
Yes,
to start.
it is a Constitution save. However, make it an advantage because you are so inspired by Caelen's words.
I'm locked in. Okay. I'm locked in. Okay. 22.
22. Heck yeah. So you managed to... Actually, this works very well. You're a denizen of the desert. You've walked through sandstorms before. You don't even, squint. You keep your eyes, dead open. And you don't even care. The sand is just, bouncing in there. With fury intensity, you are able to see that you can see the fan, and you just dart right in there towards the fan. And what's your movement? Is it 30?
30 feet.
It's 30? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah. That's all good
I
with
move
me.
30 feet.
Yeah.
And then, if my action isn't done yet,
It ain't.
Okay, so I'm gonna do something with my fun little Dustmancer, which is part of my subclass. Anyways, it says that I can gain mundane control over a myriad of particles with a range of 30 feet. As an action, I can manipulate the material and create a shroud of dust or sand that covers the surfaces in a 5-foot square area. Or I can cause a single word to appear in my handwriting in a patch or sand. But that's irrelevant. Right now, I want to manipulate the sand.
And how would you like to manipulate it?
I want to push it apart so I can have a straight view of if it, because it can go 30 feet, it can go in a 5-foot cube. So I want to try to push it and see how far.
Yeah. Like Moses parting the Red Sea, suddenly this is no longer a tornado, but a hurricane with a distinctive eye in the shape of an alley. And
Yes.
there is just now, and you said what, it's 5 feet?
Yeah, it's a 5-foot cube.
5-foot cube?
It's
But it's great. So, and you're saying that's surrounding the fan? Or surrounding you?
Yeah, if I can. I'm trying to point it towards the fan.
So interestingly enough, you do this in the fan, and the fan's winds get caught in its own eye. So now the dust begins to settle, and it's still hard to see, but the storm is over. But there is just this crazy sandless wind being pushed up under the fan. But the fan, it is no longer causing the storm, as long as you create that dust separation.
Good. That's what yeah. I'll keep doing that as my action every turn because it's an action every turn. But okay, great. I'm doing that.
That's actually
love that for you.
That's better. That's better than Moses parting the Red Sea. You're a tier above Moses because it took him 40 years to get out of the desert, and look at what you just did in one round.
So true. Great.
Excuse me. Whoa, we can't do blasphemy on this podcast.
I said a tier above Moses. What Moses like? What prophet tier? Like B tier prophet? Maybe A tier. 40 years? 40 years to get out of the desert. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
We have to move on. Is the thing?
Oh my god!
Just ranking prophets on our next episode.
I am so sorry to Christians
S-tier
and the Jewish people. I'm sorry
There
to
are the
everyone.
S-tier prophets.
I mean, I can get an F tier prophet, Elijah. Like
We
terrible
simply
prophet.
have to move on. We simply
Remind me,
have
how
to
many
move
times were you state Bible champ? Remind me, Patrick.
6-year consecutive state Bible drill champion.
6-year consecutive. Okay, great.
Guys,
Okay,
I just wanted to show off how I did it, but now the vibes are.
You know what?
No,
You
the
did
vibes
I
it.
wanted to explain
Those are
it.
I thought it was hot.
Thanks.
All right, we're done. All right, so that was really cool. And actually, first of the game, that is the coolest use of that I could possibly think of. Inspiration point. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. So, with that is the end of the round. Except for Caelen's turn. So, since you have let the dust settle in a relatively reasonable period of time, I'm going to say that since the dust is settling, his first one will be at disadvantage, but his second one will be a flat roll, and he gets both of his actions this turn. So that's pretty freaking good. There it is. And you see him pull out this incredibly strange-looking wrench. It's a wrench that has like an inverted for lack of a better word, it looks like it has a socket with nothing in it. But then he presses a button, and about 7 extensions just pop out with various different sockets that seem to turn on their own. And he approaches the top, and that is going to be success on the disadvantage one. And ironically, a failure on the flat roll. But he does have 1 success against the first condenser. So you watch him sort of pick the right one, and he lets go of the wrench, and it turns clockwise on its own to tighten a bolt. But then just as he does, he goes to do that to another one. But as he stabs into the one bolt to try to turn it, another bolt loosens and flies out. He's like, gods. Well, hopefully we can keep everything under control until... And before he can finish that, Patrick, why don't you roll the next D100?
I would love to. Green or purple?
Purple.
You got it, dude.
That's what I would have picked too.
I said purple. That's only for the people watching.
Come watch us on YouTube, guys.
63.
63. Let's find out. Oh, interesting. Okay, so with that, no, don't worry, this one's fine. So he's like, actually, that's perfect timing. So he stabs in, goes, gods. Well, hopefully we can hold everything together before, and then suddenly, as he does that, you realize that the bolt that had just fallen out is actually attached to a panel above him, and it falls and instantly knocks him on the head, and he stumbles backwards. He's floating, but he manages to land on the scaffolding that is about 30 feet above you, and he is looking a bit concussed. Meanwhile, the rusted panel continues on down towards as the dust clears, you realize that there is a human male with sandy brown hair and a sort of balding spot, wearing goggles and suspenders, working right beneath there, who sort of freaked out and got lost in the sandstorm, and the rusted panel is heading straight for him. With that, we are now at Zero's turn.
I have to do something about that. The 11 strength guy. Okay. Huh. Okay. Could I? I don't think this is... Okay, so everyone shut up. I got it. Could I call out and get that guy's attention? And all I would like to get his attention to do is get him to see Madge now that the sand has ended, and literally just call out, "Trust her!" And then look to Madge and like make a hand gesture, like do the telepulling, the telekinetic thing. They tried that, you didn't work.
Hello.
Use it on a friend. Save the guy. And try to like connect the dots of her thing requires a willing target, and
like
get
it a
him to
lot.
like trust her to use magic on her.
I like it a lot.
I'm a networker. I'm a people pleaser. I bring folks together. You
Make
know?
a persuasion
It's
check.
charisma.
That is pretty cool.
Ooh, I rolled really good. I should know what I had to persuasion. 23.
23. Okay.
I'm so handsome.
He does not even notice the rusted thing above him because he's still just rubbing his eyes. But he turns to you and goes, "Trust who?" And he looks over at Madge. But he is so dazed right now that he will let anyone do anything.
And then I'll, yeah.
Within reason. Within reason.
Right. I understood.
Within
I
reason.
understood.
Okay. Sorry, I
And
saw
I'll
the
just-
faces. I saw the faces.
The rest of my turn will just be spent like trying to almost like hand signal Madge's like telekinetic pull thing that I've seen her attempt to do. And that'll be my turn. Just bringing folks together.
Okay, hex to the yeah. Percival, what you got for us?
I ran 30 feet towards the like silo. How close am I now to this man working?
The man working? I'd say you could get there. You could get like right next to him.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, Percival's going to run up to this man, and I'm going to hold my shield above me, and I'm just gonna say, "Quick, get under here!"
He goes, I thought I was supposed to trust her.
You can also trust me. I've got this.
And right as that happens, I'm going to need an athletics check from you.
Oh hell yeah! That is going to be a. Forgot what my stats are. That is going to be a 24.
24. That'll do it. So you put your shield up, and clang! It just clangs right off of it, and you have saved this person. It falls in the dust next to him and goes, "Was that? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Oh,
Anytime. Here, take this. And as a free action, I'm going to give him a signed headshot.
He goes, thank you. Oh,
Anytime.
where's Caelen? And you
He's
look
up there.
And as you point up, Caelen is sort of stumbling up there. It looks like he's concussed. He says, "Oh, gods, I can't see a thing. Everything's dizzy. Are there any healers?" And, with that,
Twig!
with that, we do now turn to, oh, I didn't even mean to do that on purpose. It is Twig's turn.
I'd love to heal him. I got to touch him, and you said he's floating?
Actually, he is now on, so he did fly up, but what's surrounding all of these condensers is essentially like scaffolding, like that surrounds a water tower so that you can work on it. So he has fallen down out of flight, and he is like perched on one of the railings, like stumbling back.
Okay, And about how far away would he be from me?
I would say...
I also moved roughly 30 feet, but in a slightly different direction than Percival did.
Yeah, I would say that he's probably about 20 feet from you this way, but he's an additional, 15 feet up.
Well, because of Longstrider, I should have 45 feet of movement.
I would say 45 would be just enough for you to literally climb the scaffolding to get there.
I would love to do that and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. In order to do so, though, I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you start to climb the scaffolding.
I'm pretty okay at that. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be totally fine, you guys. And it is a 17.
A 17, that'll do it. So as you start to run up towards the guy, you find yourself about halfway up the scaffolding before a grate beneath your feet, boom, falls, and you manage to catch yourself and pull yourself back up, but you can see the grate just fall into the sands below. But you manage to get up there, and you are right at Caelen, and you cast Cure Wounds. Yeah, what was that roll? How much healing was that?
13 points of healing.
13. That's pretty good in terms of healing. I do need you, though, however, to make a medical check. But since you cast a spell, I will let you do it at advantage.
Oh, thank you so much. Let's do red and green. 16.
As you lay hands on him and you heal not only his wounds, but you sort of take a look at his eyes, you realize that he had a concussion, but you managed to treat that directly by laying hands on his head, and he is no longer concussed, and his sight is back fully, and he will be able to use all of his actions this turn.
Did I also heal a little bit of his heart and soul?
You know, I'm going to leave that to the fans to decide.
I did. I totally did it.
Okay. And with that, we now have Alden.
All right. So, I would like to drunkenly look around and see what there is to do, other than just give Caelen the help action. Is there anything that I, as a person with proficiency with Tinker's tools, can do in this moment?
Well, okay. I would say I'm going to give you something for free, and then I'm going to make you do a check because investigating that will technically be an action if you want to get detailed. But here's what I'll give you for free. Technically speaking, Kaia is still just holding this fan in place with sand magic. It is still going, which leaves her not free to focus on other things. So it could, in fact, be helpful to cut that, or I'll allow you to make an or you can try to get to Caelen to give him the help action, since you are since you do tinkering as well, or you can make an investigation check to see if there's something that you at your skill level could handle.
I think since I can bonus action help, I'm gonna use my action to do that investigation check, because that sounds fun.
Okay, yeah. Make me an investigation check.
Because of my glasses, I usually have... Is this... I'm assuming I would be, walking up to one of the things and looking around instead of doing one from a distance? Or would this be at a distance?
This would... You have enough movement. If you want to use your movement, you can get up against one.
Great. Yeah, I would like to get up close so that I can take advantage of my goggles to cancel out that disadvantage and just roll straight, because I would normally roll at advantage.
Do it.
Beautiful. So that's going to be... it's going to be a 9.
A 9. Unfortunately, not quite what we're looking for.
Yeah.
But what I will give you for a 9 is, as you get close and you try to analyze this machine, Alden, this is nothing like any machinery you've seen before. I mean, the valve system is so massively intricate. And the most incredible thing is there seems to be multiple schools of magic shepherding along what seems to be an electro-powered version of a vacuum system and it gets its electricity from both magical and steam-powered sources. It's a marvel of engineering and the arcane all at once. Whoever made this is a freaking genius.
Alden's just looking around with his glasses that make it look like he's like got 7,000 eyes, and he's just like, "Well, I feel like a hill bobby in a clock shop." Well, and then he's just gonna look straight up at where Caelen is, and yes, I did just make it canon that instead of hillbillies in this world, it's hill bobbies.
I hate you.
I'm writing that down, but fuck you.
And he's gonna look up at where Caelen's working and bopping around, and provide, with the bonus action, give the help action by providing just a slightly different perspective on the piece of machinery he's looking at, and just say, "Well, there's a leak coming out on the bottom there, friend."
Thank you, there's a leak coming out from lots of places.
Well, you're welcome for the advantage.
Thank you. For those listening at home, he does not have advantage. That did not help him, in case you were wondering. Okay.
Wait, so do I still have a bonus action?
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, sorry. I was just trying to make fun of you. I forgot that. Fuck. You know what? Caelen's not really the kind of guy to gloat. But in that moment, Caelen was going through it, thinking, how could my invention come to this? How could I be that stupid? And he hears that comment and he goes, I'm not so stupid after all. And that gives him advantage on, because he's like, no, I am smart. He has confidence now.
Absolutely brutal. I'm obsessed.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is Caelen and Alden are gonna kiss. That's all I heard.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard as well.
Proceed.
All right, sure. Yeah. Cool. Let's move on to Madge.
Let's. The fan is still running, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Madge will run over there and try to stop it.
Okay.
Please tell me you're gonna hit it with the ladle. Please tell me that's your plan.
I was gonna ask if there's any way, like, would it be easier to, like, is there a switch to turn it off, or could I possibly, like, telekinetically, like, shove a rock in there to try to jam it? Like, could I possibly do something like that?
I would say there is not a switch that you can see. For free, there is in fact a cable running it too. How you can try the rock thing would certainly be something you could try. You could cut the cable. You could attempt to identify the power source. There's any number of ways, but there's no switch.
How far away is that rust thing? Or, like, is there anything sharp nearby?
Oh, the rusted panel that fell?
Yeah.
That is over by Percival. I'd say that's probably 25 feet from you.
I'm going to take the rust panel and I'm going to slam it down on the cable to cut it.
Oh, heck yeah. Make an athletics check. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Where is my athletics? There she is. Sorry, I'm
Shakira, we love you. We'd like you on the show.
Oh, I was doing Heavenly. I was doing Shine.
That is 24, baby.
24. So, Percival, you are still, like, just holding your shield up with, like, one hand while you're handing the headshot. And as you're doing so, Madge just, like, runs over and grabs the thing that just burst off of your shield and just runs over and cuts the cable. And you watch as it just... and the fan turns off. Sweet. That'll do it? That'll do, Pig. And
Yes.
we now move to Kaia. And Kaia, I will say you no longer need to stay within any proximity to that fan. That fan is off.
She just like, you can see that the sand that was in like the 5 like square foot cube stayed like right outside, like in a perfect box right outside of the fan, and you just watch as she like drops this like concentration on it that it just like all falls when she sees that the cord cut. She's like, oh my god, I wasn't sure how much longer I was going to be able to do that. That's new. I haven't been able to do.
Yeah, that sand is tricky. It got in my eye a little bit, but I thought I'd cut it.
That was really impressive.
Good?
Yeah, it was great.
Right.
We can talk about that later.
I'll stand
You're really
here.
cool. She's gonna.
That's nice.
I think she's gonna then try to locate Caelen pretty quickly. Kind of look around, just like.
Yep, Caelen is.
Survey the area.
That I can give you that for free since the sand's gone. I'm gonna say 15 feet above you and about 10 feet to get to the foot of that scaffolding. So about 25 feet from you, up on the first primary one.
So it takes 10 feet to get to the scaffolding and then 15 feet up.
Correct.
Okay. She's gonna do something crazy. So she's gonna do her iconic run 10 feet, which isn't much at all. But she's gonna sprint. It's like a sprint, like stop, motion. It's only 10 feet, and then she's just gonna like vault up with the sheer strength on the side, the entire side.
I mean, I gotta ask you for an athletics check.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta.
I figured. I just hope it's good. My athletics is pretty good, so. Okay, that's an 18 on the die, plus 6, 24.
24. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes.
You just do your iconic low run, eyes wide.
Eyes still wide.
Boo, yeah. And it's like 2 simple muscle ups to get just up like the Hulk. And
she has a lot of pull-ups.
Yeah, for real. And
that terrifies Twig, for sure. Absolutely, 100%.
And she just lands with a thud next to you, Twig, and it shakes the scaffolding. Not enough to actually do any damage, but you feel, especially after having a panel having fallen out from under your foot, Twig, you do feel that the rattle and the shake.
And then, if it's possible, if I can have it as like a free action potentially, I want to ask like Caelen if there's anything that I can, like, what I can help with next, or, like what needs help, if that's possible.
Yeah,
that
that's fine. Yeah, you can ask him that.
Okay,
I mean,
cool. What can I do?
I mean, Kaia! Oh, scared the bejeebus out of me. We just canonized bejeebus. But
our Lord and Savior Bejeebus.
Yeah, Bejeebus Christ.
Oh, Lord,
Bejeebus the Anointed One.
Just stay close, in case something else breaks. At the moment, I just need to get in there and see if I can't stabilize things from the inside without the coil.
Okay.
Just stay close in case something else. And he looks up, like from where the last thing hit him in the head. Maybe it stops anything from hitting me in the head. That's a good place to start.
Sure. And she's just gonna look up and stay looking up.
And I will say,
a while,
against anything that, because of that, anything that happens from above, and there are a few more things that will be, you will have advantage on the save from, and you will potentially be able to stop Caelen from experiencing himself.
Hell yeah.
Anything from below, that does not apply to. And with
of course.
that, it is now Caelen's turn to do his checks. So, first of all, he gets to make both of them, and that is definitely a success with a 17 on the die on that first one. So, he manages to reach in, he opens up a panel at the top here, and he reaches in, and he sort of sticks this tool in the middle. And he presses another button, and you all sort of, if you're not able to see inside, hear this whirring sound as it begins to expand. And he relaxes in sweat as you hear the sound of vibrations that was sounding like it was overloading inside of that condenser begin to calm itself to a gentle whir, as if this machine has returned to some semblance of temporary stasis. And with that, unfortunately, Kaia, he is now done on this condenser, and he clicks his heels again as a bonus action, and he is now able to fly again. And he is going to fly 30 feet to the next set of scaffolding and begin to I'm sorry, Kaia. He had to... He's got to move on.
She just does that towards him.
He calls out behind him. She's like, watch my back. Or follow me. By all means.
No, yeah, for sure. Yep, I'm on it.
I believe firmly with an athletics check you could jump.
And she will, but later.
But anyway, and that is going to be a success. He manages to get like right there away, and he can see that there's a panel that is just bowing. And you see he pulls out another machine, and he sticks this little like circle that seems like this tiny little gear into it. And as he sort of casts something over it, it expands and seems to take up the size of the hole, as if it's one size fits all. And as it rotates it around, you watch the bowing of that metal sort of compress itself back into its original shape. And with that, he says, oh, thank the gods. This one's not too far gone. And as he says that, I'm sorry, I don't know why I rolled it. I don't even want to roll it. Someone else roll it. You know what, Shaylee, since you're up there keeping an eye on things, why don't you roll the D100?
All right. I don't roll a lot of D100s, so I know like there's a tens, like this one's the tens, like the ones with 2 digits, and this one's the ones. What happens? Like, never mind. I'll just roll and then I'll ask. Okay. Okay. So it's 50 on the one and then 0 on the other. So 50%.
50
or
on
like
the
50,
dot?
like 50. Like so, it's just 50. Yeah, 50 on the tens and then 0 on the one. So I think that means 50, right?
Yes, I would agree with that. Or 5,000. No.
Or 5. I like 5,000.
So
as 5,000 bolts. No.
You hear 5,000 bolts. This is an interesting one. So you hear. As he lands, there is a whir from the sudden condenser, from that condenser that he had just placed that machine in. And it begins to pick up and then settles into this sense of stasis and stabilization, as if it's returned to its natural purpose. And suddenly, the whirring picks up, and as you see below, there begins to be a steady stream of water from a spigot at its base into the trough, as if it's returned to doing what it does naturally, pumping water from the depths of Mirabellis. However, you hear the vroom, vroom, vroom of the pump pick up, and you watch as the water begins to stream out more and more until it is almost a geyser out of the spigot. But the walls can't take it anymore, and suddenly, boosh! It explodes out with an almost tidal wave of water onto the desert sands. And let me see who's in front of that second condenser. That would be Percival and our friend Alden, who is standing pretty much at the base of it, investigating it. And I would say, Madge, you're kind of in harm's way. 0, where are you? You're kind of on the outside of all this, aren't you?
I did a perimeter thing, and then I tried to follow, but I was kind of out of my movement. I tried to follow Caelen, so I think I'm off to one side, air traffic controlling.
I'm gonna say Alden, Madge, and Percival, please make me some dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Okay.
As Percival makes this, you see the spalders on his armor once again sparkle with a red lightning, and that is going to be a 8.
An 8? That is going to fail. And we'll get to that in a moment. Alden.
There's gonna be a filthy little sandy little 20.
I'm disgusted with your work. And Madge.
Sweet baby boy. That's it. I got that one.
SJ,
So,
put the
wait.
dice in the corner. Have you rolled above like a 10?
I rolled an 18 on the die for my strength save.
Oh, right, that one. SJ.
I'm
No, it's not
sorry.
you, it's the dice. They need to go in the corner.
You're mad at me.
So, I have some really bad news then. Alden,
Rats.
this is a success, and I'll tell you what's funny as hell about you being the only one to succeed. You are up against this thing, and you were like following the water as it came out the spigot, because you were looking at the valves, and you're like, oh, well, would you look at that? And then right as you turn around to look at the valves again, it suddenly just explodes in your face. But you are perhaps so drunk and so whimsical that you just do a couple breaststrokes up and pop out of the water and manage to land on your feet next to the water. And you're like, well, I'm a little you're wet, but you are fine and on your feet. Percival, with a normal failure, you are suddenly knocked back, I will say, because he also failed, with this feller, 5 feet, and you are knocked prone underneath the water as it gushes over you. This is now difficult terrain, and if you remain unable to stand up for 3 rounds, you will be considered drowning. But you do have 3 rounds to stand up before you are drowning. And you are now in difficult terrain. Also, I will add to this. Madge. I really didn't think anyone would roll a nat 1. I wrote down nat 1s for all of these thinking, well, surely, what's the odds? There's 21 different options of things that could happen, and someone would have to. So I apologize. This is a 1 in a million. This is a very unlikely circumstance. So you are knocked back 5 feet and prone within this water, but your mouth was open.
Ah!
So you are now. You have 1 round to stand up, or you will be considered drowning as water flows into your lungs. Drowning does not mean you are dead, by the way. It means that you are downed.
Oh.
So you need to stand up within 1 round. Someone needs to help this character. And anyway, and as I said, you are in difficult terrain, and it takes half your movement to stand up. And of course, there will be a check to stand up. But,
got it.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
So much.
I'm so sorry.
I love you.
I don't believe you.
Don't.
Okay, so Lord help us all. With that now takes us. Oh, I'm sorry. And Caelen calls out. Shut off the valve! You have to switch it off. There should be a lever. And what I'll say, since it was you, Alden, that got the 20. I will say you were probably right by the lever, and you saw the lever fly off. and you know that you will have to find the lever in the water, reattach it, and then shut that valve off. And in the meantime, try to seal off the water.
Right. I'll get right on that, friend.
Okay. And with that, we now find ourselves at the top of the round with 0.
It's never a good feeling. These horrible things happen, and then 0 is the first one to try to solve the problem. It's never good. I'm never the right man for the job. How close is anyone to me? I know I'm sort of off to the side. Is anyone within like 20 feet of me?
20 feet of you, yeah, you could grab. I'm trying to think of it. If you were by the fan, I would say 20 feet. You could actually grab any of the 3 of them.
Great. You see 0 sort of panic in his eyes, moving around as he sees like multiple people drowning and this explosion of water. And you see his hands, look at your perception. See if you think your character knows this. You see his hands start to move like he might cast a spell, and then he sees how close people are to him, and he stops. And he's just going to, I guess, I can just see a picture that's going to happen, I'm pretty sure. I guess try to go to Madge and help her.
Okay, so you are walking through this
Yeah, I'm
torrent.
going from not in the water, I guess, into the torrent to try to save her.
So, make me an athletics check.
Of course, because that... Hey. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to tune in next week. I got a 2.
Flame him, SJ. Flame him.
I got a 2.
Unfortunately, as you step into the water, you are knocked back 5 feet further from Madge and are now prone in the water.
Ah, somebody help me!
But it's a normal fail. Now, what I will say is, seeing this, Caelen calls down, "Hey, don't worry. I'll be down in a moment." Because Caelen will save you, but I will say, he can try to save you with his higher levels, but it will cost him some of his actions.
Sure.
So, with that, that's where we're going to go ahead and leave off for today.
Damn.
The one time I try to be heroic, I drown.
Big yikes, guys.
Thank
Big
you
yikes.
so much to everybody for watching this truly insane episode that was half an encounter. I didn't expect this to be, that's a heck of a cliffhanger. Madge is drowning. Tune in next week to see if I kill them all at level 3 with a non-combat encounter. But genuinely, as always, thank you everyone so much for listening and watching. And as always, we want to shout out our incredible artists of the show. We've got a logo designed by the real Simon Bouille on Instagram and character designs by Jules in the Rain on Instagram. Go ahead and give them both a follow. If you're enjoying the show, please give us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really, really helps us in the algorithm. If you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell so that you can get new episodes as soon as they drop. If you want early access and bonus content like downtime and other things, go ahead and give us a follow on our Patreon at www.patreon.com/rollcallproductions and become a patron today, not yesterday. And last but certainly not least, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at rollcallpod and tell us how much you are loving the show. Thanks so much, everyone. Good night. And remember, if you're thinking about being a hero, maybe don't.